It's back. Take me to your leader Tuesday. The aliens have returned. Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome, mad creators, to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. And we are going to be creating one of those things, aliens, because it's back. Take me to your leader Tuesday, the challenge where every Tuesday you create an alien and you share it online somewhere. This is a challenge that I started with Marshall Lee way back when, and we decided it's about time we bring this thing back. So that's what we're doing today. And just so you know, yeah, I'm trying to do things a little differently right now. I'm changing things up a bit. I got a little new intro. I think for this particular series, yeah, I want to do things different. So new intro, kind of switching up the wardrobe a little bit, but everything will be back to normal depending on what you're watching. You know, I want to kind of create some different content, so I thought I'd kind of brand things differently. So tell me what you think about that. But what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to get into drawing some aliens, and if you want to participate in this challenge, it's real easy to do. All you have to do is draw an alien and post it. If you're going to do a video, let us know. You know, hashtag it, Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday, or just the initials, and maybe we will put it in a playlist. I think Marshall's got a playlist on his channel. I've got one on my channel, so we'd love to see anyone that wants to participate to do that. So that's what we're doing here, and that sounds pretty awesome. At least I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm anxious to get started. So what we're gonna do today, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw this guy. So yeah, let's get to it. Hey everyone, I am pretty excited to dive into another round of Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday. This is something that Marshall Lee kind of proposed to me. You know, this is definitely over a year ago. I think I had recently watched, just to kind of get familiar, because it's been a while since we've done this, kind of what we were doing before. So I watched one of those videos. I was watching one that Marshall did, and he was saying that we had just, at that point, we had just wrapped up the first 100 Days of Making Comics anthology, and since then we've already done another one, and it's been a little while since we've wrapped that one up, and so I don't know, it could be a year and a half, maybe more. I don't know. Maybe not more. But anyway, so it's been a little while since we've done this. But back then, you know, we started off, and you know, our channels were still growing and stuff like this. But now, you know, things our channels continue to grow. So we thought maybe we'd try this again and see, you know, if we can get more people involved. Because we were hoping we could kind of just kick it off and then just have it just start going kind of on its own, and people, you know, would continue to do it. So the first time we just did 4 episodes for a month. I don't know this time, you know, what we're going to do, if we're going to continue to do that. I'm in kind of this position right now where I'm not always in the underground lair. Sometimes I'm out working mobile, and I've got my iPad. So I thought I need to create some content, because I'm in areas where I'm just kind of like waiting and everything, and I want to be proactive. So I figured, well, if I'm just going to be sitting waiting, then I need to be working and sketching. So I've got the iPad. What are some cool things I could sketch? And I was thinking, well, maybe get back to doing the, you know, Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday. So I hit Marshall up and asked if he was up for another round, and he's all into it. So this is what we're doing, and we want you guys to get involved as well. So as you can see right now, this time around a little different. Usually a lot of the live streams and everything that I do, that I am, you know, working in Clip Studio Paint. Now they do have a mobile version of Clip Studio Paint for the iPad, but I don't have that, not yet. I may get it if I start doing more comics, if I am doing more mobile work. But right now I'm just using Autodesk Sketch, which I really like. A lot of people love A lot of people love Procreate, and I've tried it, but I'm just not liking the brushes as much for sketching anyway as I do the Autodesk Sketch, but I'm gonna continue working in Procreate and try to see what all the hubbub's about and everything. But anyway, so yeah, this time I'm working on the design for this character. I want sort of like a, you know, a space, you know, probably a pilot, you know, or navigator or something like that. And but he's, you know, I figured, like last time when I did some, I was trying to think of some things that are different than what I did last time, and I didn't do like any kind of insect type creature. So that's what I'm going to do this time. We got the 4 arms, and I thought it'd be interesting, instead of just having the 4 arms kind of, you know, protruding from his torso, have like just basically he has 2 forearms, but not forearms, but 2 upper arms, and then they kind of split out at the bottom. So anyway, so just kind of playing around with some different ideas for character design and everything, and I'm just gonna, you know, finish sketching all this in, you know, digitally on the iPad, and then I'll print that out and then ink it by hand and color it by hand. So it's sort of a kind of a hybrid process where part of it's digital and then part of it is, you know, part of it I go ahead and do the rest traditionally, because I like working both ways. Lately I'm doing a lot more digital stuff, but I still love to kind of get my hands dirty and get the brush pen out and the Copic markers and color this thing up. So that's kind of the process I'm going to do. But yeah, so I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to, when I do these videos, the past I did take me to your leader. I'd like to sprinkle in just some, you know, some other content rather than just talk about the drawing, which I'm going to do as well, which I just did. But today I wanted to talk about the topic of the long game, especially here, not especially on YouTube, but it pertains to me, and it also pertains to Marshall as far as this whole YouTube thing. And some people, you see them start YouTube and they'll go for a little while and they're not getting subscribers, they're not getting views, they're not getting comments, and instead of sticking with it, and you know, they just kind of bail because they don't see that immediate result. But it takes a long time to build an audience. I mean, I've been on YouTube for, I don't know, 6 years now, maybe, I think, you know, continually, I think. Marshall's been on longer than me. He started way before me. But I think, you know, the thing, I'm just really, really impressed with what Marshall's been doing lately, because I think he finally kind of found his groove. He kind of niched down a little bit, because like I said, he started before me, and, you know, it just seemed like he didn't really know exactly what he wanted to do. Like he changed his channel name a number of times. He kind of focused on different things, which I totally understand because I like doing all kinds of different stuff. But I think, you know, and then he'd make videos and he'd do the challenge, the 100 days, and then after that was over, maybe he'd drop off for a little bit and then he'd come back and drop off. But lately, I don't know what happened, but I guess he just decided, I'm really going to make a go at this, and he's posting tons of content. He kind of rebranded once again to Marsh Makes Comics from just Marsh Makes Art, which was a little broader. So just focusing on the comic stuff, putting out content all the time, and he's a busy dude, man. And I really admire him because I think why a lot of people are finding his channel, why a lot of people are attracted to his channel, is because he's like a working artist. He's got a day job, he works hard, but he still finds time to do comics. I mean, I don't know how he does it, but I mean, I do know how he does it because I see him doing it, and I know he's like waking up super early before he goes to work, putting out content. He's working whenever he has time, and he's like, I think he's the sole provider for his family. So I mean, he's doing all this stuff and he's just doing an amazing job. So anytime I hear people say, well, I can't do it because I've got work, or I've got this, I just point to Marshall because he's just doing amazing stuff, and I think it's really starting to pay off for him. I think it was just a matter of, you know, sticking with it and you know, putting out constant content, and I'm hopefully going to take a cue from Marshall because he's putting out so much content, and it's like, if he can do that with, you know, with his day job, then I can do that too. That's why it's like when I'm out, you know, when I'm out work, you know, I'm in positions where, you know, I can't, you know, I don't have my, because usually I am, you know, in the underground layer. I've got the whole command center set up, and that's that's my optimal workspace. That's what I like to work at. I'm not really, or I haven't been much of a mobile guy, but I'm trying to change that because there's things where I just can't, you know, I've got to be out on the road or do different things, and I need the ability to create. So that's what I'm doing. So I got my iPad, I'm bringing it around, and, you know, I'll just, you know, while I'm waiting, you know, I'll go to a Starbucks or whatever, or wherever the case is, and then I'm just starting to do this because there's no, you know, there's no excuse for like, yeah, I can't do that. I'm not in the right position. Well, I mean, I don't want to say there's no excuse. I mean, obviously, not everyone can afford, you know, like a mobile, you know, like an iPad Pro or something like that. Even though now I know there are definitely cheaper solutions, I think, with just the standard iPad, and you could probably start finding them used, especially as we move forward and these devices, new ones come out, because with Apple, everyone wants the new thing and everything. So once the new one comes out, then you can get the other ones for a little bit cheaper. But I think with just the standard iPad now, since the newer version, but the standard version, which is considerably cheaper than a Pro, it still has pressure sensitivity, and you can still, you know, create on it. So, and it doesn't have to be digital. You can bring your sketchbook. I mean, there's no, so when I first said there was no excuse, and then I kind of track backwards, I'm going to go back to the fact that there's no excuse, because if you really want to create, you can do it. I think Marshall's an awesome example of that, and I'm so glad that he wanted to kind of return to doing Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday, because I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. And I'm hoping that, you know, if you guys aren't, if you're on my channel, if you're not familiar with Marshall, definitely check it out. At the end, there'll be a link to his Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday video. Definitely check it out. I think a lot of people that follow me probably know Marshall from, you know, the 100 Days of Making Comics and everything like that. But if you're not familiar, definitely check him out, because he's in the trenches. He's working hard, and he's still putting out all this awesome content and everything. So I couldn't be happier for him, because it seems like things are finally starting to happen. So, and it's been a long time coming. But that's what I'm talking about when I talk about the long game, is that you have to put in the time. This whole art thing, this YouTube or whatever it is, Instagram, any of this social media, building an audience and everything, it takes time, and sometimes it feels like it's never going to happen. But if you stick with it long enough, you know, you'll start to see signs of life, and then once it starts to get rolling, that's when you really have to jump in on the momentum. I just recently launched a new product, so if you guys are interested, and I've got a free version that's a little bit smaller, but I've got of this thing called the Comic Maker Starter Kit. And if you go to Serkworks.com, there's probably a link in the description here. It's got all kinds of digital tools for creating comics. All you have to do is sign up for the newsletter, and with that newsletter, you get other cool stuff that I send out. But it's got, you know, brushes for creating comics, and word balloons, and templates, and fonts, all kinds of stuff. But I just recently launched another version that's a paid version, but it's huge. I mean, it's just got tons and tons of stuff. So if you got the starter kit and you're like, this is awesome, but I want more, well, I just released the Comic Maker Toolkit. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, partially, I'm not going to lie, partially to promote it, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's doing really well. I've only released it on like one digital marketplace. I kind of gave them the exclusive, and it's been doing good. It's like one of their top, for a while it was their top product. I think now it's dipped down to like number 3, but that's still pretty good because they've got a lot of products on there. But I mean, I'm happy. I was totally taken aback that it's had the success it's had. But I had launched products in the past that really didn't do a whole lot of anything. But I didn't quit. I kept doing it, and finally got one that looks like it's got some momentum behind it. And once you get that momentum, what you want to do is then you want to double down and start putting out more content. So I am going to, moving forward, I'm really going to concentrate on putting together more tools for you guys, for you comic book creators. You know, all kinds of things that you can use in your comic making and everything, whether that's brushes or fonts, you know, like I said, templates, guides, anything that I can think of that's going to help comic book creators, that's what I'm starting to build, because now that I've got a little bit of success there, you don't want to just rest on your laurels and like, oh, this is cool, I'll just this thing's bringing in some money, I'm starting to, you know, build a fan base or whatever. You don't want to just like say, okay, well, this is just going to continue to do this and I can sit back and relax now. No, now's the time. You got to jump in and just start putting out more stuff. And that's what I see happening with Marshall, and it's all because he stuck with it. I mean, he was doing YouTube before me. You know, he kind of, you know, I remember it wasn't long ago where he was just like, oh, I just want to reach 1,000 subscribers. That's what I want to do. And it took him so long. He hit that 1,000, and then after that, it seemed like right after that, he must, I don't know what happened. I'll have to talk to him about that. Maybe we'll do an interview or something. But yeah, he just started doing stuff, all, you know, putting stuff out. I don't know if it's daily, but it's quite a bit. He's putting out quite a bit of content, and he's niched down to just comics, and people have noticed and they're digging it, and he's starting to get tons of new subscribers. Probably, I think he's getting more subscribers probably per day than I am. So, you know, he's gonna pretty much pass me pretty soon. I could see it, because it's just, he's got this amazing momentum, and he's not slowing down. I know it's got to be difficult for him, because I know he's just a busy guy, but somehow he finds the time and he's putting that stuff out there. And like I said, I couldn't be more thrilled, because it's just, you know, I don't think there's anyone really that deserves it more than him, because he's stuck with it, and now, you know, now it's starting to happen, and that's the thing. And I can't sit here and tell you, I can't guarantee you that that it will happen. You know, if you keep sticking to it or whatever, and you don't know when it's going to happen, when things are going to start to pick up. But if you aren't doing it's not going to happen if you don't do anything at all. So, and part of it, I think you really need to enjoy it. I know Marshall loves, he loves creating comics. It's in his blood. It's in my blood. Plus this whole YouTube thing and everything that I'm doing, I just love doing it, and that's why, you know, that's why I've been doing it for so long, even when it didn't look like it was going anywhere. But gradually, if you love doing it and you keep doing it, more people will find your passion, and they have passion for this too. They'll get involved, and it's an awesome thing. All right, there you have it. There is my alien for this week, the return of Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday. But don't forget, I'm not the only one doing this. This is a collab between me and Marshall Lee, so definitely check out Marshall on his channel, Marsh Makes Comics. And if you want to participate, like I said, you can do so. Just let us know, hashtag this Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday or the initials, and maybe we'll feature you in a playlist or give you a shout out or whatever. But we like to see everyone participating. And there's no set time or start time or anything. You can start this at any time. It's not like a monthly challenge or anything, but just on a Tuesday, you know, while you're eating your tacos for Taco Tuesday, draw an alien as well, and hashtag that Take Me to Your Leader Tuesday. Let us know about it, and let's see if we can get this thing rolling, because it's a lot of fun, at least for me. So I'm looking forward to creating a lot of new aliens, and I hope you are too. And other than that, I will see you guys later, and that is all. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow me at Serkworks on social media. Do you like making comics? Then go to Serkworks.com and pick up the Comic Maker Starter Kit. It's packed full of fonts, brushes, templates, and more. And best of all, it's totally free.